Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today I've got a brand new review for your eyeballs to feast on. And this one is from the NECA Ultimate Line, and you may know this particular phrase, dead or alive creeper coming with me. This is the Ultimate Robocop reissue. Yes, I've wanted this figure for a long time and finally picked it up from Big Bang Comics, and I am absolutely blown away. I've only had a brief look at him so far, and I've been desperate to get him out and mess about with him, having looked at the inside. I'll show you all this when I look at the box. I will say though, one thing that annoyed me about this is it Hio, the distributors, they put this big stupid sticker, I don't know, can you see it there? This big stupid sticker on the side, and when I started to take it off, it started to fray a bit. So I'm going to have to battle to take that off, but that's only a small thing. So guys, let's check out the box for the Ultimate Robocop. So let's check out the box for the NECA Ultimate Robocop. It does say part man, part machine, all cop. Robocop, Ultimate Robocop, and of course, I think this was the DVD cover as well from the movie. On the top you've got Robocop NECA. On the side you've got a picture of him here. It looks so fleshy or something. NECA Real Toys. I did remove the sticker. On the back you've got him with all these different stuff. Features spring-loaded holster, so you've got 3 different pictures of him there. Using the gun. He just looks really, really cool. It does say at the bottom, includes Auto 9. If you can see that. Includes Auto 9, Cobra Assault Cannon, Data Spike, right hand blast effect, and interchangeable heads. Let's open her up. Dun, da, da, da. So as usual, on the one side, you've got a great picture of the figure in action and a nice little diorama in the background. And here you've got the actual figure, which looks absolutely great. And you can see all his weapons and things there. This massive cannon here. He's got his hand cannon there. The Murphy head and the blast effect down here. And the kind of hacking thing as well. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting this guy out. So let's go do that. Okay, so here is the NECA Robocop out of the box. And just to take a quick look at the figure on the pedestal there, as you can see, the sculpt is absolutely phenomenal. He really, really looks fantastic. There isn't much more they could have done with the paint and the sculpt on this figure. You can see all like the different kind of rivets and stuff as he goes around, and the black and silver is really done well, right down to the little things on the back of the feet. One thing I will say is the blast effect, I don't know, it looks kind of weird to me, but I don't know. It's not the worst thing that you could have there, but it's really, like, it works for what this figure is. The gun as well looks fantastic, as you can see. And yeah, like this guy, there isn't much more I can do or say without actually getting him down now and taking a more in-depth look at the figure. So let's do that, because there is a lot of issues with this figure, I will say, and I'm going to go into discussion on those. But before I do that, let's check out all of the accessories he came with. So guys, let's take a look at the accessories that came with this NECA Robocop. Of course, first there is the Auto 9, his iconic pistol, cannon, whatever you want to call it, that comes out of his thigh, and more on that later. That looks really, really cool. Not much detail on it. Could have maybe done a bit more detail, but it does the job. And of course, it does come with this blast effect, which, as I said there previously, it kind of looks a bit odd. I'm not sure what to make of it, to be honest, but it does look right. It does look cool. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, he does come with a different hand. It has his data spike on it. It did get a little bent up in the packaging, but again, that's not to worry there. I would worry that this would break if you tried to fix it. But yeah. Then of course there is his Peter Weller head, which kind of looks nice. It's kind of looks good. There is a lot of cybernetics on the back of it as well, and that looks really cool. I will show you this head while it's actually on the figure, and you can make up your own mind there. I do like it though. It works well, I think. And then of course you've got the Cobra Assault Cannon, which Robocop used to defeat Ed 209, and the crime gang had these as well, and it's really cool. I don't know what to say about it really. You can't really hold it because of the articulation, but you can put it up, well, let's say you can put it up on something like this, and the stands are up. The stands kind of fall off. The stands are a bit weird for this, I will say. They're not the best. There you go. Oh, and then it falls over again. So yeah, that is the Cobra assault cannon, and that completes Robocop's accessories. Let's have a look at the figure now. So as I mentioned earlier, like, the sculpt on this character is really good. As you can see here, like the details all around are just excellent. So that's never really NECA's problem though. NECA's problem has been in the earlier days, before like the real Ultimates that they do now, was they had articulation issues. Now a good friend of mine, Rich NG, pointed out that Robocop doesn't really need articulation. I guess he's right, like, but I don't know. I think it's just ingrained in me to have like double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, bicep swivels, all that kind of stuff. And this Robocop figure doesn't have any of that. It's all single joints at the elbows, single joints at the knees. Obviously no bicep swivels or, for argument's sake, butterfly joints, which this definitely doesn't need. So yeah, it's a conflicting figure for me. I feel the head. I'm going to look at the articulation he does have. So the head does have a lot of movement. It does go the full length around as well. Obviously pops off for the other side. The arms have this like weird in out. They don't go out any further than that. They have single joints at the elbows, which when I opened this guy were extremely stiff, and the hands as well were literally glued tight. I had to heat them up, and I haven't had this problem with a NECA figure in a long time, but I knew they did come loose, obviously, because you have to swap the hand. This one I heated up and it's still quite loose. The elbow, there's little bit of play there on the chest pivot, but not a whole lot. Like, legs again don't go outwards, but they go in this weird like sideways direction, and the knees come up to about there, as you can see, very tight, and the feet go up and down, and these actually work, which is really cool. The ankle like hydraulics, that's really interesting. It works on one foot because the other one is quite tight. That's the problem with this figure. It's just very tight. I don't know why. Now, here I have something interesting. So I did mention earlier that his pistol goes into his thigh thing, just like the movie. So there is a little catch back here. You can press and that pops open. Now that works really well. But putting the gun in here, I've decided myself that I'm never going to use this, because when I did it the first time, I didn't know what was going on. I still don't, as you can see. It's difficult to do this. And the design of it is not very clear. Now I think I have it in there. So what I discovered, well, I didn't discover it naturally, was it's just a pain in the hole, if I'm honest, to close it. What I discovered was there's actually instructions in the box at the very underneath everything. Push-up lever on the back of Robocop's thigh, 2 panels reveal. Place Robocop's Auto 9 in holster chamber. Close the tile. Yeah, it's not good. Like, it's not really good at all. Like, I got it the first time I did it. Like, you push it in, it just doesn't work right. Okay, I have it there now. I think that's right. Nope, falls out again. So like, I'm not going to waste loads of time doing this. The first time I did it, I almost broke it. And it's not through my error or anything. I think these are just designed badly, if I'm honest. It's a bad design. Again, it's a difficult thing to get right, so I'd rather they didn't try rather than mess it up like this. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole concept of the leg thing. And if they didn't try it, they would have been destroyed by people anyway. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I wasn't sure when I got him who I would compare him to in the review. So I've picked out 2 figures to compare him with, 2 other 80s icons. Here's Arnie from the Predator movies, of course, or from the Terminator movies. Of course, Robocop is 7-inch like all other NECA figures, and another 90s Nike icon, 80s Nike. Here's the Predator next to Robocop, and that will be an interesting triple threat match, I feel. But out of those 3, even Robocop is easily the worst. He is a reissue, I will say as well. Like I was going to get this ages ago, but the prices on eBay were absolutely scandalous because he'd been out of circulation. And then I found out they were doing the reissue, so I expected there would be like an upgrade of some sort, but unfortunately not. This is pretty much the same figure that came out years ago, and it was a good opportunity for them to do some improvements, but apparently not. Now I'm not annoyed at this figure. I really like it. I really do enjoy it, but I feel there's definitely a missed opportunity somewhere with this fella to make a really good Robocop, especially when Mafex and Hiya Toys are making an amazing version. I know you pay like $80, €80 or whatever, but if you were only buying one Robocop, like long term, it's probably better to cash in and get that one. So I'm going to pop off the head there and show you the Murphy head. Luckily it's easy enough, it just pops off. Dead or alive, creeper, come on with me. And there you have the Murphy head on the figure. Not too bad, it does work. Very happy with it. And of course there's no point, like there's that hand as well. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to end the review there. I hope you enjoyed it. I've tried to be honest as possible with this figure. These are my exact feelings on it. Again, just my opinion. It's not great, but it will do. This is kind of, if you were to give me a rate, if I was to give a rating on it, I would say probably 6.5 at the highest. But I'm not disappointed. I'm content with this figure, but it still left me looking at those high-end ones for my long-term Robocop. So yeah, guys, if you like this review, hit that like button. It helps a lot. Hit the subscribe button. There'll be more like this, obviously. And yeah, I thank you so much for watching. And I will have some pictures at the end of the review as well to check those out. And once again, guys, I thank you so much. Have a great day and see you later. Bye.